Hey everybody, this is Jason. I'm doing some baseball card rummaging. But when I say rummaging, I mean putting my cards away. So I thought I'd do that. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. And if you don't, sorry about you. Sorry about you. Choo choo choo. So I'm just gonna kind of go through. I have my system the way I have my system set up. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Sleeve some of these cards. I always like sleeving my insert cards because a lot of times I try to insert a handful of insert cards into people's care packages when I do care packages. If I know that you like a certain player or a team, or if you collect a certain insert or subset, I try to, add a few of those guys into the mix. Even if you might have them, you might need an upgrade if I have an upgrade, or you collect doubles or whatever you might want to call it. So I always like to try to do that. So, that's pretty cool. I got this. This was kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a McGuire fan, but I had this, what do you call that? The rediscovered tops. So that was cool on a Mark McGuire card. I've never seen it on like a actual like famous player, like a well-known player. It's always on some scrub from like 1978 or whatever. And you're just like, okay, thank you, I guess. So anyway, so I'm just gonna go through and kind of find homes for everything that I have here. Oops, what do I have? What's going on here? There we go. David Price didn't want to come my way. Come this way. I think this is an insert. I don't know. I don't know. This is an insert. And I don't remember them being this color. I think this is this purple is an insert for the opening day. But there's nothing on here indicating it is. But I don't remember them being that color. So I'm going to say that's an insert card. So I got one more insert to sleeve. Alright, so that's going to go in the insert box, which is right here. We'll try not to hit the old, my old little setup here because that would be bad. I have this to go and this to go over there as well to go through those. So now, I don't know if this is, maybe someone will pop on and tell me that's a rookie card or not. I can't remember if that's a rookie card or not. It may be. It may be a rookie. So, there's like some residue. So far, we dodged any major snow. Let's hope we keep dodging it. Probably not. It'll probably end up just like opening up. Oh, my Don Manley. The first one I grabbed. Nice. So I have a lot of Don Manleys I need to go through. So we will go through my Mattingleys and see if I need to upgrade or not necessarily upgrade, but if I need to add them to the collection. So I'm going to kind of just keep looking up here and see if anybody pops on. I think it's like around noon to 1, so I probably won't have a lot of people popping on. But I thought, hey, I'm gonna do this anyway, so I might as well be productive. Alright, so none of those go here. So we will see if I need any of these cards. So I'm going through my Mattingleys first. The first one I found. So I'll keep looking up and looking and seeing if somebody writes something. If I don't see anything, I'm just gonna keep looking. I'll look down more. I just want to let you know I'm checking everything out if somebody pops in. So, well, first one, the Dream Team. Let's take a look. Oh, this is definitely an upgrade on the Dream Team. So this card is a little slightly roached. So we are going to upgrade that card. Nice. Nice. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I got a happy, happy, joy, joy. Hey, you played Fortnite with me before? Are you one of Luca's friends? I'm looking as I work here. Whistle while you work. Look while you work. So I'm trying to look and see if you respond. So, sorry, I'm trying to do both. Oh, good conversation, buddy. I got that one. So there you go. One more down. And then I got this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're going through these pretty quickly, so that's good. So, trying to see if I have this on here. Hey, what's up, brother? Just doing a little baseball card filing. I'm filing my cards away. I don't have any refractors, so luckily I think my regular glasses should work. I was kind of going through some cards. I've been, as you know, care packages. I've been getting a lot of care packages, and I obviously still go to my card shop and shows. So I'm starting to acquire or accumulate so many cards that I'm going to get behind if I'm not proactive of actually, sorting them. And I've got this new thing I do. Hey, what's up? Jets and Yankees. Oh yeah. Oh, it's Rob, right? Is it Rob? I told you I'm not gonna forget, so I want to say it's Rob. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm trying to fingers crossed that it's Rob. And she blinded me with refractors. You may tell me before your name, but what's your name again, sir? If I could ask, because I don't want to just keep saying that because that's a lot to say. And I'd rather be more personal with you. You come to my house, I come to your house. I get you a Cuban coffee. You give me an Irish coffee. It's not racist. It's Aiden. Oh, dang nabbit. All right, Aiden. You're always racist. Uh-oh. My son over here is saying I'm racist. That's awful. My half-Japanese son.
Wait, where's the rest of the pink lemonade?
I already drank it all. I gave you all of it. I had half and you had half. I know. You just sit your head. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's Aiden Jets and Yankees Nation. She blinded me with...
All right, thanks, Andy. Yeah, Andy and Aiden. Okay, guys. Sorry. So, Andy, she blinded me with refractors. Yankees, Jets is Aiden. So, yes, dude, that care package from Jonathan, awesome, man. I mean, he told me he was going to send me something. And I will say, what he sent me was so touching. That day in general was just I turned 40 years old. My parents came up and surprised me and my son, that you just saw here. They came up. They hardly ever come up to visit. They're older. I couldn't make it down to see them. So they came up and they took me out for dinner and brought me some gifts and got me a little cake. It was a really great day. And I held off on opening Jonathan's gift until that day because I want to do something nice because I didn't think I was going to have anything to open up, honestly. Because, I don't have any friends and family around here around this area where I live. All my family's from down where I'm from in southern Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky area. So I was just wanting to have something to open. And my parents came up and surprised me, like I said. So I was already kind of in an emotional basket case, I guess, for lack of better words. And so by the end of the evening, as I had started coming down a little bit from my emotion, I opened that gift package. He told me he sent me something for my birthday, but honestly, I thought it was just gonna be a normal care package, like normal, like usual. I didn't think it was gonna be so thoughtful. Usually he just sends me Reds cards or Mattingly, Barry Larkin, Ichiro stuff that he doesn't want, which was 100% okay all day long. I am completely grateful for anything. But then when he sent me that, I was so caught off guard because it was really thoughtful. He sent me the Cuban coffee. He sent me, you saw the video, the T-shirt. I mean, it was so touching. So, Anyways, yeah, it was an emotional day, man. I'm glad you appreciate it. That was an awesome care package by Jonathan for sure. And I received I mean, I have one I got like 2 days ago from Jim in Town 62. He completely surprised me too. Like I didn't even know he had my address. The coffee's awesome, dude. I when Raphael came here, Hidden Gem, he came up here and he brought all the Cuban coffee paraphernalia that you one must have to make a proper Cuban coffee. And then he was like, "Oh, you can just have it." So I was like, "Wow, man, that's awesome!" And so he gave it to me to keep, and I've had the coffee. And then Jonathan sent me another brick of the coffee, but I love it. It's awesome. It tastes so good. And they always tell me you only need to drink a little bit because it's so strong. You can only have a little bit. And I'm like, dude, I'll drink the whole cup. Like I'll drink the whole like roaster full of coffee, no problem. So I wear that coffee out. Like I'm a tea guy usually, because all the years I lived in Japan, I drank a lot of tea, and I still do. But I'm starting to become a coffee drinker just because that's so delicioso. And when I drink it, I kind of think about my friends. It's kind of a cool experience I get to share. So very cool. But I was going to say, Beantown 62, Jim, he got in touch with Bob Lewis, and Bob Lewis gave him my address, which I was fine with. And then he surprised me with a box, like a box this deep and this wide, filled with stuff. I mean, it was just like crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, dude. And I mean, I didn't even know Jim's last name. I didn't know anything about it. So all I got was a box of the mail that says Jim. Oh, I'll tell. Okay. So all I knew that there was a guy I knew named Jim who lived in Texas who's Beantown 62. I hope it's the same guy, because if it's not, then I don't know who this guy sent me a box. There could be a severed head in there. I don't know. So I had to reach out to Bob, and he confirmed that he did give my address to Jim. So I was okay to open the package. I didn't want like a Unabomber experience opening a package, and then it wasn't. It was somebody's trying to do me harm because they're so jealous of my good looks. To answer your question, Andy, the reason why I lived in Japan, well, when I was in college, I was going to school to be a missionary. Now, the whole missionary thing ended up not working out for me. I chose not to go that route with my life, but I always felt like a strong connection with Japan. I always was interested in Asia, but in Japan in particular. So when I met Luca's mom, she happened to be from Japan herself when in college. And one thing led to another, we got married. Well, before we got married, I started going to Japan with her just to see if I could live there. Because I was like, I wanted to move out of America. I want to experience a life abroad. But, moving to Canada or moving to maybe England is going to be a lot easier because you speak the language. There's a point of reference. Yeah, their cultures are going to still be possibly different. The food's going to be different. Maybe the way you address each other will be different. But, you have the language, which is one thing in common. And you have at least a point of reference from that culture. So Japan obviously is the complete opposite of that. So I went there a couple times with her. Then I started going on my own. And I started doing missionary work there with an organization I met up with, or I should say a church. And I just fell in love with Japan. And I started living there and going there for like 3 months or 4 months. And I started going there for a year. And then we lived there with Luca for a couple years. And so, I really liked it. And that's kind of the short story of it, of us doing that. And then we decided to move. In Japan, if you're an English speaker, even if I speak Japanese fluently, when my Japanese is pretty good, the only jobs you really can have are teaching English or some type of job that the Japanese think you would be better at than they are. So like maybe, some kind of corporate job or IT job or some kind of like business planning type of job. And so I don't have experience in those areas except for English because I used to be an interpreter for the deaf here in Indiana. So I always worked in the school system and taught. And so I was like, oh, I'd be a perfect fit for the school. So that's what I ended up going to go to school. I taught there, and I liked it. But the thing with Japanese and teaching is that the school doesn't directly hire you. You have to go through a sending organization. So like a third party will hire you, and then they staff the schools with foreign speakers or English speakers in my case. And then you don't actually get hired directly from the school. So it's contract based work. And I don't know if you know what that looks like or feels like. I don't know if you ever had that. I mean, that happens here in America too. But I've never been in a contract type of job. And so every year my job would be in jeopardy if the school didn't keep the contract with my agency. And so every year I'd have to worry about, am I going to keep the job? Am I going to have to try to switch to that agency who got the contract? And I just didn't want to do that as a young father. Luca was just about 2 years old at the time. And I'm like, it's not fair. I want him to be able to be like stationary. I didn't like the idea of moving and possibly having to move around Japan. If I was a younger guy, either single or newly married, I'd be all for wherever the adventure took us. Wherever you send me, I'll go. But, being at that point in my time, like early 30s, I didn't want to do that. I was like kind of wanting to get settled. And so that's the long story short, except it was kind of long. Hopefully that answered. But that's the reason we end up back here, because after I realized that I would have to move around possibly, there's no guarantee, then I was just like, let's just move back to America. So that's what we did. So, I started living in Japan in 1998. We came back in 2010. So that's 12 years off and on in Japan. So I haven't been back to Japan since. So my Japanese is starting to get a little bit rusty. I still try to use it as much as possible, but being here in middle of Indiana, there's not a lot of opportunity. So hopefully that didn't bore you all to death. But I was answering a question, so hopefully that is sufficient. But I appreciate you asking. Like, a lot of people don't. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it, man. I always sometimes worry that people are like, dude, we don't care about Japan. We don't care about anything really personal with your life. Like, we just care about baseball cards and you being a goofball, which I could do that no problem also. So I don't want to bore people with stories or anecdotes and they're just like, oh my gosh, dude, like shut up, like we don't care. So I'm glad that you appreciate it, man. Thank you. I can speak about Japan and Japanese anything all day long if people are interested, but I don't think that's what they come to my channel for. But I'm glad that at least a few people like yourself are interested, which is cool. I'm going through my Don Mattingly's. I need to see if I need to add this one to the collection. I need to see if I need to add this one to the collection. This dugout, which I love, is the copper bronze. Let's see if I gotta add that one. Need this All-Star. This other All-Star type card. And then this artist proof. So I'm looking right now to see which ones I need to add to the old collection. So I am currently doing that while I'm talking to you fine young cannibals. So, excuse me. It's supposed to be snowing cats and dogs here anytime, but here we are at like whatever 2 o'clock in the afternoon or in Indiana or close to it. I don't know exactly what time it is. And we've like dodged any serious weather. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll won't have any weather at all. But probably not that lucky. They'll probably just waiting to dump on us later. But they were telling us like first thing, the last night throughout the day, just snow all day long. But I think so far, like I said, we haven't received any really serious weather, which I'm grateful for. But like I said, more than likely it's gonna be heading this way before you know it. Where are you at, Andy? What part of the states do you live in? I don't know. I go watch your stuff. I'm on your channel, but I don't think I ever heard where you lived. And if I did, obviously I have forgotten. So. No, whoops, I missed something. Maybe you... Oh, okay, no. Man, I'm like, ugh. Oklahoma City. Okay. Yeah, that 84 Don Russ has been the bane of my existence. I have not yet to see it. Oh, 8 in your back. Cool. I've yet to get my hands on one myself because I'm in the same boat. Like, I've always wanted one. I've never gotten one. It's on my list to get. I need to get it for my 80 cards for the 1980s. So it has to be soon that I pick that card up. It's on there. Yeah. To end, yeah, Aiden, we're supposed to get. Initially, they told us we're going to get 2 to 4 inches. Then it was 5 to 6. Then it was 5 to 8. Then it's been 6 to 10. So I don't know, with like 3 inches of ice. So I don't know exactly what we're supposed to really get when it all's said and done. But that's what they're talking about. So I'm thinking it's Indiana, so it's probably going to be 85 and sunny by tomorrow. Like, that's usually how it goes. They always talk about how in Indiana you can never know for sure what the weather's going to be like, and that's 100% fact. Fact! Hashtag fact. So, yeah. Whoops. I need to have some kind of setup where I could put maybe I can move this a little bit closer, and that way I can see you all better, and I can see this thing better. Well, let's see here. Oh, it's at 100%. Okay. So let's do that. Okay, this is much more. I can see this better now. Yeah, that's what they're talking about here. The wind's being so bad. But the wind, it's supposed to be super cold. And the wind chill's supposed to be like 30 below or something. Excuse me, something crazy. So I don't know. It looks like it's going to be too legit to quit. So I don't know what's going to actually transpire. I need to go back and look. Now, I always do. I don't know how you all do your all's card collecting. Like when you look through your stuff. But like for me, I always go like a second turn, making sure I do not actually have said cards that I'm looking for. I'm actually going to put these up here because every time I put it down on this thing, it keeps moving it around. So let's just put this right here so I have some stability as I speak with my friends, my family, CFFL, Car Family for Life, CFFL, for all you sign language people out there. So now you get to see me even more beautiful and vibrant in front of you. So yes, you're welcome, that I should be saying. So I need to see, I thought I had this Jimmy Dean, but I guess I don't. I thought I got this Jimmy Dean Snossage card, but I guess I don't. I'm going back through again. I don't see that card, nor do I see the All-Star cards, the like those generic off-brands that cut out oh no, they actually have the New York Yankees logos on them. Wow. But these were unlicensed. I guess back then they just didn't care. They're just throwing caution into the wind. I would hope we're going to get a dusting, but we're probably not going to be so lucky. It's going to end up like Snowpocalypse 2019. It's a Snowpocalypse! Run! Oh, you know what I should be doing? Oh, look at that. Look at this hair, man. It's just so luscious. So nice. I'm going to hold on one second. I got to get my new prop. My new prop that I have from Jim. Jim sent me this. There you go. Don't I just look so cute? I'm all dressed up, ready to go on my first date. So my son goes, if you go out in public like that, Dad, I'm not going to hang out with you. I'm like, you're stuck with me, dude. Like, where are you going to go? Like, I'm your driver. Like, I'm your Uber. Like, you're stuck with me, pal. He's just like, no, please take it off. I'm like, the more you tell me, the more you tell me no, the more I'm going to end up doing it. So you might as well just, yeah, here it is. Oh, Jimmy Dean. He liked that sausage. Now, Jimmy Dean, he ended up taking off all the New York logos. But It's like generic brand never did. Excuse me. Excuse moi. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't have this Jimmy Dean. I thought for sure I did, but it looks like I don't have it. So we will be adding this to the collection. Okay, let's get this party started. There's a whole bunch of these cards. Uh-oh, I need to get another. Oh, lucky for me, there is sheets right there. Very careful, don't want to hurt my precious phone as I add more of these cards to my ever-growing Mattingly collection. I thought I had more Mattinglys, but apparently I have more Ichiro than I have Mattingly cards, which I kind of was surprised by, because I've been collecting, obviously, Mattingly since I was a kid, but I must have, like, got hot and heavy into Ichiro in the last couple of years, because then my Ichiro binder is, like, too legit to quit. Too legit to quit, hey, hey, hey. All right, so these are all my Don Mattingly doubles that I don't need. Well, I don't need that either. All right, let's see what's next. What's next? What is next? Oh, it's Japanese. One of my Japanese binders. So I have my Japanese cards. Where are you? All my Japanese ball. Oh, they're all right over here. Yes, I am planning on going to the National. Oh, Jim Abbott is not Japanese. Yes, I am planning on going to the National. No, like I said, this is one of those things where I tell the story multiple times because, and I always tell people, I hope I'm not repeating myself, because I'm sure people are like, dude, you've said that 1,000 times. Like, I got it. But I always tell everybody there's a caveat with mine because two things. One, most importantly, my son plays travel baseball here in the town we live in. And so right now he doesn't have anything scheduled. Actually, his season ends like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the National. And so technically I should be free of no obligation baseball-wise with my son, because anything with him comes first. So if he's only playing one game on Saturday, I'm probably not going to go, because I don't want to go to Chicago and then turn around and come back the next day or a day and a half later. To me, it's just not worth the trip to go there for a day. Now, if I go there for 2 or 3 days what's the word? It's like I can't think of the word. With nothing scheduled, let's just go there. There we go. I just have to find another word to use. Then I'm all about it. I'm about it, routed. So there's that. But I've told people before with his schedule, even though he doesn't have anything baseball schedule commitment, the people who do his schedule, the local townspeople, are notorious for saying, "Hey, parents, I noticed that we have a free weekend, and even though the season's over, we were asked if you want to go to another tournament this weekend. It's going to be, an hour from here, or maybe they're going to come here and play the tournament with us. Would you want to do it?" And everybody says, "Oh, yeah," which I would too. I've been one of the people who's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so then I would end up having to, not having to, I would be wanting to stay here. So there's that. But like I said, last year they didn't really do that, but the year before they did that a lot. So you just never know. And then the other thing is with my work schedule. My work schedule is kind of finicky. It's all about how many people ask off in my department and who gets it off first. So they haven't released a schedule for us to ask off for July/August. I have to wait another month. Once that month rolls around, I can ask off, and if I get those days approved, I'm going to go. But I'm not going to take 3 or 4 points at my job so I can go to a baseball card show for the week. So I got to make sure I have enough days off together to make it worth the trip as well. But so long as everybody knows that's the caveat, that yes, I'm going 100%. Because those two things I should not have to be a worry. But I would just tell people that, because if I tell you I'm going to go and I don't, people are like, I thought you said you're going to be there. You're a liar. You sit on the throne of lies. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that idea. Nice, David. I agree. Maybe I should try that. Good call. Good call. Well, I've been trying to get them to like leave the central Indiana for years. We'll go to one tournament in Ohio, in Sandusky, Ohio, where Cedar Point is, close to Cleveland. So there's a show that we do there. I'm sorry, a tournament that we do there once a year. But I can't get them to go anywhere else. Not further north, not further south, not in Illinois or Kentucky or other parts of Ohio like Cincinnati, which is much closer. Detroit, that area. No, we all it's either Central Indiana, which we have a lot of teams to play. So I mean, there's a lot of competition, or we go out to Sandusky once a year. So I mean, I always say it's above my pay grade, but I would love to get away to another town other than Sandusky or Indianapolis to go to some tournaments. But I'm a small fish in a big pond. So more than I usually get vetoed. Vetoed. Oh, I didn't have this Max Suzuki. Nice. I thought I had this. I will take Mr. Suzuki and add him to my collection. Oh man, this page. Hey, what's going on, Steve? Okay, you know what? This is way too dangerous. I want to get rid of this page. This page is not working for me. So this page is going in the garbage because it's a little bit too tight. It's just too tight. So, hey, Steve, it's Carter's Kids, everybody. Hopefully, hey, I hope you. So you said you enjoyed your care package, sir. It warms my heart on this cold Indiana day that you and Mr. T hopefully got some enjoyment out of that. So I can be happy. It warms me up. It keeps me nice and warm. Awesome. Good, man. Good. I'm glad to hear it, sir. Glad to hear it. All right, cool. Okay, we got Matsuzaka. There we go. I knew he was in here somewhere. The weather's still holding out. I don't know if I have this card or not. I guess that's what I'm doing, right? I'm looking for it. Oh, hold on, wait. Is that Okajima? Yeah, that's Okajima. All right, let's take a gander and see if I can come up with. All right, see you later, Steve. Yeah, you're going to go run and get on your own channel. I know what you're doing. You just came on here to see if you how much competition you had. Well, I'm going to give you all the competition you can handle, Stevie. Mr. Stevie Wonder. Oh, Stevie Wonder. Oh, cool. I did not have this card, so yes. Nice. I get to add this one. I always enjoy when I get to add the parallels because the card looked familiar, but I didn't have the blue parallel for the Matsuzaka. I don't even know if he pitched one inning with the Cleveland Indians or not. I don't know if you ever end up doing that. All right. Oops, sorry, I missed the comment, David. Oh my gosh, I know. The pages are just too tight for a lot of these cards. I don't know if it shrank over time or what's going on, but like it's too dangerous. I already bent up cards trying to put it in. I'm like, I mean, I don't know what we're talking about right now. Sounds like kind of inappropriate. The more I think about it, I'm like, you're trying to put it in. Is this too? Oh my gosh. Anyways, there's probably kids watching. So, but the pages tend to be like, I don't know, shrink or something during the years. So it's too dangerous. Got bent cards putting it in there. So I pull the pages and just throw them off because I don't want to take the chance of them me ruining the cards. So I've already ruined a couple Larkins like that. that I have in my hand right now. So, so let's take a look here and see what we need here. I think I have these Larkins, but I'll double check. Yep, got that one. But this one's in, I think, better shape. So maybe I'll take this one and swap it out. This has a little bit softer corners. Yeah, it's a little bit more. See, this is one of those pages where it's okay. You just got to treat it nice. All right, so now I got the 89 Fleer. I pulled this out of a pack yesterday. So I need to see about this one. I'm pretty sure I have this already. But me being, I don't know, the collector / perfectionist I am, I always double check, one, to see if I really need it or not, and two, if I need to upgrade it. Because obviously this is packed fresh. So I shouldn't have too much trouble finding there's not too much trouble finding this in a good shape. It's packed fresh, and then we can just take a look here and see if I need it or not. Excuse me. Sorry. You know how yawning is contagious? I'm trying not to be that guy that's everybody yawning at the same time. They're all like, "Oh, Jason, it's your fault." Huh. I'm almost positive I have this card. It's weird. I don't see it. So I'm going to go back. See if I overlooked it. Hey, see you later, Andy. Take care. I'm going to try. Thanks a lot for popping over, brother. I appreciate it. Huh. I can't believe this, but I really don't think I... Oh, there it is. See, right when I said, I guess I don't have this card. It's right here. Right here. Now, I really don't think I have this card. Because I don't think I've ever seen this card before. So I'm almost positive this card's going into the old set. Who's in there with him? David Espinoza. All right. Fantasy team. It's a fantasy team. Hey, look at me. I'm a little teapot. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. What the stories of a little man talking about his. That's my heater kicking on. My son all been out of shit about something not Netflix. I wish it was Netflix. Video game related. This is what happens when you go to bed late and wake up early, man. You get a little bit more tired than usual. I might pop off myself here in a second. It might pop on later. Huh. Yep, got a spot for it. I will take it. Awesome. Alright, guys, I'm going to hop off of here because I have a lot of sorting I need to do real quick, and I'm so focused on the chat and keeping up with what's going on. I think I'm going to head off, and I might pop on this evening once I get this stuff accomplished, and hopefully I can avoid Snowpocalypse 2019 here in the Hoosier land. So until next time, peace, love, and